folks, my name is Dr. Rosenberg and I'm a social anthropologist of everyday life. I travel around the world to research how culture shapes people's behavior. And today we are in Berlin. We're gonna talk with Tobias Krabs, a music producer from Berlin.
The whole traffic in Berlin is fucking nuts. Like if you drive a bike, you love to kill yourself.
About hipsters, napsters, gentrification, fashion, and music. Stay tuned. Yalla, guys!
Put your fucking hands up. Where should I look? Just look at you.
So Tobias, tell me please a little bit about yourself. What do you do? Where do you work? What is your average day?
What do I do? I'm into music streaming. Things that you'll first think they're nuts, but then they're like work out perfectly. And I do that for all Sony stuff. Rivalerstraße, Rivaler Street, and there's many people trying to do very interesting things on that strip. So we probably can't film it once you're like walking down there. Especially that whole way that I cannot talk about. It's like an industrial area with factories, but now it's like a hipster area with skateboard hall, food places, restaurants. I don't know. Yeah, and of course event locations. It's a big pool hall. So
Flea market, yeah.
People selling their stuff. And this is here every Sunday. Actually open the door and then you see them skate. This is a club. There's another club around the house. When it comes to hipsterism in Berlin, when you want to like put some stuff in your flat, you'll have to buy at least 2 pieces of what you can see here. And then mix that with IKEA and some neon crazy style something.
And you're done.
Nowadays, I don't know, definition of hipster could also turn into an influencer kind of wording. For example, past Fashion Week was a big intake by Fila. Which
Sportwear?
Yeah, that has been off for many years and has been bought by the Deichmann Group, which has many outlets in Germany. And then they did a big part of in buying influencers wearing like their cool brand fashion, and it was very color heavy, like brand logo, color. And if you look at all those Berlin Fashion Week pictures, you'll see, and compare them to all the runaways and red carpet things that you see from all the other official fashion weeks around the globe, you will definitely easily spot the picture from Berlin Fashion Week with one fingertip, because you always have the crazy people on that one. And this is back to the hipster culture. If a town like Berlin, the city of Berlin, is globally seen as the city where you can wear whatever you want because nobody gives a single shit, of course other people will tend to come here and live their dream, whatever culture they're from, whatever religion they're from, whatever belief they're from, because you can live very freely over here, especially in parts like Friedrichshain or Kreuzberg, where everyone is very open-minded.
How long did you live in Berlin?
It's 8 years now.
8 years. And you are from Bavaria?
I'm from Bavaria, from near Nuremberg. That's an
Nuremberg.
hour up from Munich.
Which is the best beer in Berlin?
It's the one from Bavaria, of course.
Describe Berlin with 3 adjectives.
3 adjectives. Well, the first one is gonna be crazy, loud, and adorable.
And adorable.
Yeah.
Why adorable?
Because it's I just love it. The whole moving, the many people, the many cultures. It's just so different to anything else, to all the other big cities, countries that I've seen, and the chances people get here. That's why it's adorable to me. You'll always find people stranding here for whatever reason. You'll always find people taking a chance. There's so many things you can do all day long. There's no night in Berlin or no day in Berlin where there's nothing happening.
So welcome to Simon-Dach-Straße. It's the party street of Friedrichshain, especially in the nighttime, with lots of clubs and bars.
Talking about Kreuzberg and Friedrichshain, tell me about this district. What's going on here, man?
There was a demonstration yesterday about affordable flats in Berlin, in general. But
What is the average price for the flat?
if you rent a new one and you have the chance to get an old contract, you can be very lucky. So you pay like 6 or 7 euros per square meter.
Okay.
But
So it's
the
like
general equivalent for Berlin, for Friedrichshain, is I think 11.50 or 12 euros.
Okay.
Affordable prices, especially for families, especially for older people, people that are getting kicked out of their flats because the owners pretend to need to move in, and then they just renovate it and re-rent it after that for a horrible price. And that's what's happening in especially Friedrichshain now, like many times. This is why we have also a lot of occupied houses that have been cleared in advance. We cleared, everyone had to move out, and then they just put in like fences around and pretend they're building something and cash in other waiting money. It's like dubious stuff happening like anywhere else on the planet, but this is happening in front of my house as well. So if you tend to see that all the time, you tend to question the things that are happening.
This has been like a dog park or something, and now they've built this building and everything that's in the back here as well, and there's new stuff coming up.
And it used to be a park, is it?
It used to be a park, yeah.
And what happened here?
Looks to me like some activists might have thrown something into the window. This is probably occupied, and they tend to like have nobody's officially living here. So the actual owner can say, I'll wait some more years until the whole value of the whole proposition is even higher. It's gonna take some years, I guess.
To have still occupied houses. So left-wing movements, people that are trying to avoid that prices go up here.
So if you look up gentrification on Wikipedia, on the German article, it's gonna be this street. Meisterstraße. It's beautiful.
It is. No.
So this used to be a really occupied house. Let's see if we find some others downstairs, on the street. But they're renovating it, so that means they lost the fight.
What do you mean occupied it, the house?
People just living there,
Just come and leave.
and that's what they do.
That's pretty.
Weird when activist groups tend to occupy the house, but they do it for the reason of people like hearing about it and going on the street. There are so many demonstrations in Berlin every day because we have the free speech right. They tend to have demonstrations for everything, be it gay, lesbian rights, be it flats, be it the legalization of marijuana, whatever it is. You'll have a demonstration every day for whatever reason. And this is also part of the culture. And this is part of because Berlin has been departed and has to grow together again. We're still in the process because you can see still what's happening in the west is not the same as happening on the east side. Yet still, Berlin people are always very honest, so they'll share what they think, and this like demonstrations is part of that. Is culture, but music is also like a language where it can transport and transform messages to the people around the globe. And through to the digitalization, people have musicians have a way greater audience now than they had before. So even a super small like newcomer English speaking guy from Berlin, Friedrichshain, that no one ever has heard about, has the chance to put his message through music out to the people. And if it's a great piece of music, it will go. But music will always give you, or always has the chance to put your words into the correct kind of emotion. If it's EDM tracks, you always have just like a short sentence, or let's say follow-up of words that gives, I don't know, an impression of what you want to say. It's like, put your fucking hands up. That's what this song is about, and you have no doubt what it is about.
Name me, please, your favorite place in Berlin.
Wow, that's a hard one. That's a hard one, especially to name it down to one. It's probably at the moment it's Trapdoor Park. Trapdoor Park, because there's so many things you can do. For example, when it comes to just walking in the park, like in nature, and you can grab a boat and do a little like boating around the smaller islands in the park, or on the street. Of course, there's ice cream, there's like a beer garden where you can sit down, have a beer, chill, relax at the beaches situation. Yeah, just breathe in, get a little bit out of the smoggy situation, and it's not so far away from here. That's gonna be the most favorite thing to do at the moment, I'd say.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.